Next Edu Learner focuses on reinventing future education. So today we are going to start a very interesting topic from educational management. So let's begin with the topic of today. So our topic for today is Peter Senge model of learning organization. I am Dr. Niaz Ahmed, Assistant Professor, All India Khilafat Committee College of Education, Mumbai. So let's begin with the topic. So Peter Senge, he is PhD graduate from MIT in System Management. He has wrote the book The Fifth Discipline in 1990, in which he has highlighted about learning organization and the components of learning organization, the 5 important components of learning organization. So the first question comes in our mind is, what is learning organization? So learning organization is an organization that encourages and facilitates learning. So the organization where there is an encouragement and facilitation of learning happens, and these kind of organization, they continually transform itself to survive and excel in a rapidly changing environment. So if you see the environment, outside environment of the institution, it is continually changing. There is a rapid change in the environment. So these kind of institution, they continually transform themselves to survive and excel in that rapidly changing organization. And if you see the scenario of 21st century, so this century presents new challenges to the principal and staff, and they are attempting to effectively compete in a dynamic environment. So if you see the outside environment, it is dynamic environment which is continually changing, and it put pressure on the organization. So it put a new challenges to the principal and staff, and they make continuous effort or effective effort to compete in this dynamic environment. So what should be the learning organization? So the learning organization should be able to adapt to its external environment because it is continually changing. Then it should enhance the capacity to change if they want to survive it and adapt in the external environment. So they have continually enhanced their capacity, their capability to change. They should develop collective as well as individual learning if they want to adapt to its external environment, and they have to use the results of learning to achieve better results. So we can say that learning organization develop as a result of pressure facing modern organization and enable them to remain competitive in the environment. So there is a lot of pressure on the organizations, and they are changing themselves to face this pressure, and they are become the learning organization to remain competitive in the environment. So let's see a few of the definitions of learning organization, and the first definition is given by Peter Senge himself. The learning organizations are organizations where people continually expand their capacity to create the results they truly desire, what new and expansive pattern of thinking are nurtured, then where collective aspiration is set free, and where people are continually learning to see the whole together. So you can see in these organizations, they expand their capacity, they create the results they truly desire, where you can find out the new and expansive pattern of thinking are nurtured, and you can see the collective aspiration of all the employees, and you can see that these here the people are continually learning and they are seeing the whole together. The second definition is given by Watkins and Marsics in 1992. So learning organizations are characterized by total employee involvement in a process of collaboratively conducted, collectively accountable change directed towards shared values or the principles. So learning organizations, you can find out that there are total employee involvement in the process of collaboratively conducted, collectively accountable change, and they will have shared values and principles in that organization. So let's see some of the characteristics of learning organization. These are also called components of learning organization. Peter Senge called it as a 5 principles of learning organization, 5th principle. So first one is system thinking, second one is personal mastery, third one is mental models, fourth one is shared vision, and the fifth one is learning, team learning. So let's see one by one these components of learning organization. So first one is system thinking. So these all 5 components: personal mastery, mental model, team learning, and share vision, and system thinking. You can see here, system thinking is the crux of these 5 components. They all lead towards making the organization as learning organization. So let's see the first one, and that is system thinking. We know that the system is made up of different parts, and these parts are interrelated, they have interrelationships, and they have feedback systems also. This all provides framework, and it helps to see the patterns and interrelationships, and with the help of this we see the big picture of the institution. So here we see the interdependency, and we have the feedback loops here, and through this interdependency and feedback, the system is able to change or modify itself. So it focuses on whole, not the individual parts. And system have feedback provision, where the feedback loops will help the system to have a feedback, and this feedback is the transmission and return of information. With the help of this return of information, the system can know what exactly how the system is performing. So with the help of this, they can modify the system. So if the system is getting better appreciation, this leads to more appropriate action the system to take. So next one is personal mastery. So let's see what is personal mastery. So individuals in the organization, they are committed to the process of learning, and if they are committed, or if the organization have the staff who can learn more quickly than others, so this will provide the competitive edge to that institution. So competitive advantage of the organization is there if their staff can learn more quickly than other organization. So if the staffs are learning more quickly, then we can say that the organization, they learn only through the individuals who learn. Okay, so they strive to clarify and deepen personal vision with the help of this, and they are deeply aware of growth areas. What are the growth areas they have to work hard, and they develop the tension between the vision and reality. So they do the hard work, and they realize their reality, and they know their vision. So to attain those vision, they put the tension or do the hard work to attain those vision. So we can attain, or we can obtain this personal mastery with the help of these 3 components. So 3 components are very essential for obtaining personal mastery. The first one is obtain personal vision. So personal vision means you have to have a concrete picture of the future that we desire. Then second one is accept and use creative tension. So we have to realize or accept the reality, the current level of skill that we have, and then we should also have the vision of the future, and then we have to develop this creative tension, so that, or hard work to attain those vision. And third one is commitment to the truth, and that means that we should not deceive ourselves. So with the help of these components, we can attain personal mastery. So mastery is, in this sense, is not dominance over something. We are not dominating other skill to attain the mastery on one particular skill, but what we are doing, we are just attaining the special level of proficiency on that skill. The second one is mental model, means mental framework that we have. So this simplified framework of mental model that we have we generally use to understand that world, and that affects our behavior. So this framework, mental models, normally affects our behavior. So what we should have honest and critical scrutiny of deep rooted mental models. So we should have a scrutiny, or we should analyze our deep rooted mental models. So if you want to have a learning organization, if you want to change, if you want to develop this personal mastery, so what we have to do, we have to go beyond these mental models in order for change that has to take place. So become learning organizations. So these mental model must be challenged. So you cannot attain or you cannot become learning organization by same level of mental model. What you have to do, you have to just challenge the current level of mental models, and there may be chances that there must be some confrontational attitude because you have some mental model and you want to change some other mental model, so there must be some confrontational attitude. So you have to replace those confrontational attitude with an open culture. So at the same time, what you have to do, you have to just discard or do some unlearning of unwanted values. So you have to just unwanted values need to be discarded in the process, that is called unlearning. So you have to unlearn some unwanted values in this process. So second one is third one is mental model. Then shared vision. So in the institution there is a requirement of genuine vision, and this will lead to people wanting to excel and learn. So here the leaders roles are very important, because in the institution each and every member who comes in the institution, they may have some personal vision. So the leader must translate these personal vision into shared vision. So all the personal vision should be bring in sync with the shared vision of the institution. So each and every member should have a shared vision, and their personal vision should be synced in that shared vision. So leader's role is very important. So here the leader has to unearth shared vision, and they have to show the employees the picture of the future, so that fosters genuine commitment rather than compliance. So if the employee have the big picture of the future and all are seeing the same picture, then it will foster genuine commitment rather than compliance from the employees. And it is very important, the share vision are very important in motivating the staff to learn. It also creates common identity of the staff members, and it provides focus and energy for learning. So it provides focus and energy for learning. And the last one is team learning. So whatever personal mastery you have attained, so it is role of the leader to accumulate all the individual learning that constitute and then constitute the team learning. So if you want to develop a team, build a team, then it start with dialogue. So team learning always start with dialogue. You should have a dialogue in the team, and in this dialogue there should be the capacity of the members to suspend assumptions and enter genuine thinking together. So if you want to be a member of this team learning, then each and every member should suspend their individual assumptions and they should enter the genuine thinking together attitude. This allows the group to discover insight not attainable individually. This will help you to just see that whatever you are not been able to attain individually, you can just attain with the help of this team. So it will help you to discover this insight. This will show how to recognize the pattern of interaction that undermine learning. This will also help you that what are the patterns that normally hinders learning. So this will also help you to know the patterns of interaction that undermine learning, and this will help you to know the benefits if shared or team learning is that staff grow more quickly. So it will help to see the benefits how the staff grow more quickly in team learning rather than individual learning. So problem solving capacity of the organization is improved through better access to knowledge and experts. So in a group you may have good knowledge and there are maybe some expert in a particular area, so this will help the organization to have a problem solving capacity or a good problem solving capacity. So hope you have understood this topic, that is learning organization. So let's see how much you have learned in this topic. So first question you have to answer, and you can write in the chat box also. You have to prepare an answer of this. So first question is what is learning, and we have discussed in detail what is learning organization. So first question is what is learning organization. Second one is what is the name of the book written by Peter Senge, and this also we have discussed in this lecture also, what is the name of the book written by Peter Senge. Then third question is what are the 5 components of learning organization. This part we have discussed in detail, the 5 components of learning organization. This is also called characteristics of learning organization. The next question is how will you develop your organization as a learning organization. So here if you are a leader of any institution or if you are a principal of any organization, Then institution, how will you develop your organization as a learning organization, that you have to write your take on this. Then why learning organization are the needed in the present context, that this answer also you have to write. Why there's a need of the hour that the organization should become a learning organization. So hope you have understood this topic, and just complete this assignment and send in the chat box. So thanks for watching. Please like the video and subscribe the channel. Click bell icon for notification of new videos. Thank you so much.